Olá pessoal, Rock Cabeça na área. Eu sou Marcos Tadeu com mais uma entrevistada super especial que vem lá da Europa. Isso mesmo, ela tem uma metade europeia, metade brasileira. Estou falando da Isa Sofia, isso mesmo, Isa Sofia, junto, assim, não é diminutivo de Isadora nem de Isabela. A Isa está aqui para falar da música dela, que é uma bossa nova moderna com toque de indie estilo The Cardigans, que é muito legal, que vocês vão conhecer a partir de agora, porque ela está aqui. Hello, Isa Sofia, welcome to Rock Cabeça.
Hello, hello. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be talking to you.
Thank you. It's a
Yeah,
pleasure that I can talk on here. It's the first
yeah.
time on a Brazilian radio, so I'm really excited.
Cool, we are too. So let's begin. You live in Amsterdam, but you
Yes, I
have,
do.
yeah, you have a strong connection with Brazil.
Right.
Let's talk about that. It's about your
Yes,
grandpa,
yes,
your mom. Tell us about your
yes.
story with Brazil.
Yeah, so my grandfather is from Brazil, fully. His name was João Bosco Ferres.
Hmm.
And yeah, I grew up with him like a lot. He was like a big part of my childhood. And so Brazil was a big part of my childhood because he was very in touch with his culture, and I learned a lot about the culture, about how things go in Brazil, about the food, about the music. And he was my biggest inspiration in life. So I feel like because he was my biggest inspiration and because he was Brazilian, now that he is not alive anymore, I really connect with the culture to be like closer to him. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah, my mom is half Brazilian. So yeah, she also loves Brazil and everything that Brazil is.
So your grandpa introduced you to bossa nova. So,
Yes, yes. He was like a huge fan of music, just
mm,
like in and the wall you have behind you with all the CDs is
yes.
exactly what he had in the house. He
Hmm.
was always listening to music, or on TV there was like a movie about music. And as a child I wasn't really aware that that was like Brazilian music. I was like,
Hmm.
"Oh, my grandpa is just listening to music." But now when I listen to Brazilian music or discover more music, I'm like, oh, that's what I always heard as a child, and it feels so safe and so like so, good to me. So, yes.
And let me understand. You decided to be a singer because of Brazilian music, because of that influence, or is just a phase
Well,
like you want to sing in Portuguese now, but
yeah.
later you might be singing in English? What?
No, I think that well, I started off as a child like just loving singing, like
Hmm.
just Dutch, English. It didn't really matter as long as I was singing, right? And
Hmm.
I just loved singing, and I was like doing like these musicals, and I would always be performing for my family. I would be like, "Everyone, listen, I'm
Hmm.
gonna sing now." And I was
Hmm.
like really into singing, and then um I always, loved Brazilian music, and the language Portuguese is so
Hmm.
wonderful to me in music. But only after my grandfather passed, actually, I, got more into it. I think because I was writing a song about him. It's out already, Your
Hmm.
Bossa.
No bossa.
And I feel like naturally it really became that bossa nova vibe, and like just
Hmm.
like I was like, I don't know. It was not my intention to do it in like a Brazilian style, but it just happened. And
Hmm.
then me and my producer, we worked on it, and we were like, we should do like everything like this.
Hmm.
This is wonderful. This fits my voice so well. It's so perfect. And so we started making more Brazilian music, and it was like, this is it. This is what I want to, bring out. This is what I want to debut with. This is what I want to do from now on. And I finally found what is like, close to my identity, what I want to bring out as an artist, because before it was just singing in general, but I didn't have like what is me, like what is makes me different from other
Hmm.
people. And I feel like then I found this very naturally, very like it was there, and it was like, this is it. This is what I'm supposed to do. And now we're doing that, and I'm not planning on doing anything different. I want to keep on doing this. I want to improve my Portuguese,
Hmm.
and like make actually fully Brazilian music,
Yeah.
So
Uh,
that's kind of how it is.
you were learning in Portuguese. You're learning Portuguese, but I saw some stories of your last show, your
Mhm.
last set list. It was all Portuguese, and you were singing like you were Brazilian.
Yeah.
Do you think it's easier to sing in Portuguese, not to speak so much?
Yes, I think because I heard, of course, I heard it around me my whole life. I heard like, oh, and like I can do the accent,
Mm-hmm.
because I grew up with it. But and if I hear a song, sorry, there's something outside, but if I hear a song, I
Mm-hmm.
can like hear it and be like, oh, I get it, I understand, and then I can kind of copy it. So I think singing is easier because I
Mm-hmm.
listen and I'm like, okay, I got it, got it. And when I'm learning, it's just my vocabulary that I have to learn on because if I think the pronunciation will not be the problem, but it's just the knowledge. I need to study,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm doing that, and yeah, my set list is already a huge part is Brazilian covers.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
it's cool, but because you're not restricted to the traditional Tom Jobim, Garota de Ipanema. You sing
mhm.
Claudinho Buchecha, new
Yeah,
thing, new stuff too. You keep an
yeah,
eye in the new artists here in Brazil.
yes.
Who would you indicate the like new artists you're listening?
Oh, ah,
Brazilian,
yes, I listen to some, but they're mostly funk.
funk,
They're
yeah,
funky. And I'm
mm,
like, I don't know if I can say because I
yeah,
don't know what they're saying. But
mm,
oof, I find well, I am still like discovering a lot of music and I don't know how to pronounce everything. So don't I'm gonna get my
uh,
playlist. Don't,
uh, okay,
come for me. But I really like Sale. It's like s- I don't know how you pronounce it, but I really like this
Cell, Sky.
this yeah, this album.
It's the sky translated
Love
sky.
it. I
Yeah.
really really love it. And her album Novella, I really like it too.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another one, Agnes Nunes.
Mm-hmm.
I
Agnes
really
Nunes, samba.
really really like that too.
Mm-hmm.
And for the rest, I really yeah, it's just a bit my thing in my free time that I really like is funk. I just listen to
Yeah.
it, and I think my family shows me a lot of music, and my boyfriend shows me a lot of music. He's carioca. He's
Mm-hmm.
from Rio, and he shows me music that is
Yeah.
like more that all the Brazilian, like not the classics, but more like. And
Mm-hmm.
I know from my childhood from the TV some.
Mm-hmm.
So I just have like bunch of different influences that inspire me, and I love to go on Spotify and like be in like Brazilian playlists, or like I really like the thing Discover Weekly. It's like
Mm-hmm.
where you get new recommendations from Spotify from like also small artists.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that, so that's how I discover my
Mm-hmm.
my music.
Yeah.
Yes.
You talk about funk Anita being recognized around the
Yeah.
world. They say
Yes.
that she will even record with Taylor Swift now.
Oh wow.
Uh, do you think that there's still a place for bossa nova appreciation with all this Anita thing, this
I think,
rap?
yes, absolutely. I think what Anita's doing, I think it's cool because, the funk. I love
Mhm,
it. But I think yes, there is a lot of place for it in Europe and all around the world. Like every one I tell what I'm doing, they love it so much. They think like, "Oh, that's great." Like also with the English that I put in there, it's more maybe more accessible for more people in that way
mhm,
because they can understand and just I think that a lot of people are very open to it. And I also feel like jazz is coming up again. Like, of course,
Mhm,
it's always big, but like I see more young people appreciating jazz. And I see like people that are into music really love bossa nova, like all
mhm,
around the world. They love it. It's just, it's such a beautiful, like, genre that's really something from Brazil,
mhm,
and everyone, like, I've actually never met a European that's like, no,
mhm,
like they really like it, and I have a lot of listeners from America too,
mhm.
so I think that everyone is really open to it and everyone wants to hear bossa nova. I feel yes,
Yes, and it's good that your song, there's no stereotypes because
yes,
when
no,
Europe talks about Brazil, there comes asses, there comes samba, soccer,
yes,
Pelé, this thing, and,
yes,
and, and you keep uh, a nostalgic a memory of yourself. I just saw a bottle of cachaça in the video that starts with a cachaça, your bossa.
yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if you focused. Uh,
yes. Yeah,
it,
it was a coincidence, but I
yeah,
saw it too. I was like,
yeah.
perfect, because we were shooting the video in an like we rented it, right? And I
Hmm.
was searching for something that gave me the feeling of like a real apartment,
Hmm.
because when I went to Rio and we stay at my mom's friends' places, and and it's always a certain style which I love. I was like, where can I find it? And we arrived there, and it was, and then the bottle was there. I was like, of course, it's
Yeah.
like meant to be.
Yes,
Yes.
I love that video. I saw every time.
Thank
The
you.
YouTube is recorded that. So let's
Thank
say
you.
in the video you wear a Brazilian sh shirt.
Yes.
And you know the polemics about the shirt, Brazilian shirt,
Oh,
being kidnapped by the stream, right? I don't know if you're
okay.
aware of that.
Yes, I thought that well, good that you point that out because I'm
Yeah,
not extreme right.
uh-huh.
Let's make that
I
very
know.
clear. I think yeah, I thought that it was like the football shirt, right?
Yes, the
From the
football.
national team. It's
Yes.
like mm-mm.
No, cool.
It was not a political statement. No, I just, let's say maybe with like, if it's a cute crop top, we can
Hmm.
try to claim it back.
Yes, we are
The
trying. We are
flag.
trying so hard because
Yeah,
they do a real mess here.
I know.
Uh,
Yeah.
uh, Talking about that, your grandpa, I see
Yes.
he was very engaged in politics,
Yes.
in
Very.
human rights. Tell us about
Yes.
a bit of his story. He's from Rio too.
He's from Minas,
Minas, my
and
state.
yes,
Cool.
love it. Everyone is always like, if I say my family's from Minas, they're like, good food, very good
Yes,
food. I'm like,
the
yes.
best.
Yeah. But yeah, he was from there and he grew up in a very small village. And then as he grew up, he started studying, and he was part of like, and I don't know this in English, I think, but the friends, like the church, and then the male people that go there.
Hmm.
Um, and he was part of that. And what is really interesting to me too is that the church in Brazil is so different than in Europe. And there he learned so much about like being there for people who have less privilege than you, and like being in you know uh, being with them, because for example what he did is they all got like a small amount of money just to be like the same as the more poor people, just to show that they are with them. So he did those kind of things already. And then of course when the dictatorship with the I in English is a
Yes,
bit hard
yes,
to explain, but
I understand.
came in his time. He was like an activist for that, and he was like really, standing up for human rights. And yeah, he was a big one in that. And then of course, as we know, it also became dangerous for people in Brazil to speak up about that, because it was dangerous to do that. And then at a certain point, it was not safe for him to be in Brazil. So he went to the Netherlands because, you know, the church had contacts in the Netherlands and they helped him. And then when he was here, he had several things like radio or, you know, publishing articles that he spoke about the situation in Brazil and he made it known to the world.
Cool.
And you know, he never stopped talking about Brazil and about what was happening there. And then throughout his life he did a lot for human rights also in different countries, like African countries where they talk Portuguese. He worked there together with my grandmother for the independence and, like, you know, those kind of things. He was always doing that, so always for the people. And in his work, what I find really inspiring, because I am also like really like equality and everyone needs to, you know, uh be equal, and everyone deserves human rights, of course. Like, I'm really, you know, into those kind of things too. But I think what was very intriguing about him is that he was so calm, and like he managed to bring people together even if they didn't have the same thoughts. So I feel like right now what we're
Democratic.
going through, yeah, like what we go through right now,
Mm-hmm.
like where people can be very extreme on this side or very extreme on that side, I think he
Mm-hmm.
already experienced that in his time, but he managed to bring people together again and to bring some humanity back again, you know? And then you see what the real problem is, and that's not like the people against each other, but just that we all need to stand up and do something together and form community. And I think that he did that, and in everything he did. But while he did that, he was really calm and silent, and he asked questions. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he was not like, you should do this. He was
Mm-hmm.
so at peace. And so it's really inspiring for me, especially when I sometimes get a bit like, you know, tense
Mm-hmm.
about it. And I think that what I learned from him, what I want to put in my music is I want to bring people together instead of that we all go further
Mm-hmm.
from each other. I want us to, you know, share love for music, share love for dancing, and find each other in those spaces, because I feel like even if you're here or you're here, we all love, you know, being
Mm-hmm.
like creative and dancing and music. It's healing for everyone, it's medicine for everyone. So I feel like what he did, I try to learn from it and do it in my own way. And it's also what I sing about in the song, like, your love, it will live on. I will sing your song. And like, I want to do what he did in a different form. And yeah, I think that that's kind of that.
You,
That was a
yes,
lot.
yes, no, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good
Thank
job.
you,
You
thank you.
say he was peaceful, just like the ad I saw in the Instagram with only IsaSofia logo and a white board, and you sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you let people decide who you are, you left me to discover all about you, and I
Hmm.
discovered that you are this amazing artist, amazing person that I'm
Thank you.
finding now. It's good to spread the word. So I hope
Hmm.
that, I don't know if you're gonna stay in this quiet, chill music, bossa nova, or you're gonna do also talk about human rights in your songs. I don't know
Yes.
if you're gonna have this space for that.
Yeah, I think that what I really like in my songwriting is to not like, I don't think, well, everything can happen, right? Like if
Hmm.
I ever write a wonderful song about something very specific, I might bring it out. But I feel for me, I really like to write about my own experiences.
Hmm.
And I feel in things where we all go through in life, it's all connected to each other. So what's happening on a larger scale in politics could have an influence on what I've experienced in my life, you know, or what my neighbor experienced, or what's closer to me, you know. So I feel like even if I write about my life, it can still be a bit like critical to something bigger, and I don't have to write, I don't have
Mhm.
to, say it,
Yes.
but for me it can mean that, but you could, oh, I don't see you.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here.
Okay, do you
Like
see
the
me
movie.
still?
Yes, yes. Like the
Okay.
movie. I'm still here.
Yeah.
Mm,
Good, good. Oh, this is a bit weird that I can't see you. Okay, well.
mm.
Um, but like yeah, I feel like everyone can interpret it, as they want then, and that I do write about those kind of things that I find important, but maybe not like that literally. But I think that you would be able to find some hints in there, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
talking about Brazil all along. When we will see you in Brazil, when will you
Ooh.
play here?
I really hope. I really wanna play in Brazil. I do. I think of course I will, I will have to find a place to perform, and and yeah, if I find one, or if they find me, I will go there immediately. I
Mhm.
I would love to perform in Brazil, and yeah, I hope so soon. I hope so soon. Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the culture. What are those memories you have from food, for TV
Yeah.
shows,
Uh-huh.
tell us something that you missed from Brazil, the most missed here
Oh, what I
in
most miss
Europe.
there. I feel like maybe what I actually most miss is maybe the way that my family is there, of course, because I just love being with my family, and just like, having a barbecue with everyone, and
They still
all
live
eat.
here. They still live here.
Yeah, yeah, well, a part of my family lives there,
Yeah.
and of course a big part, because it's a big family in Brazil.
Hmm.
So of course I miss my people. I want to see them, and but yeah, well, I could say I miss the food, but I eat a lot of Brazilian food here actually. In Amsterdam there's a lot of pão de queijo
Pão de
everywhere.
queijo.
There,
Is good as ours.
wow. Of course
Minas.
not. Of course not. But I can have like, just, it's not that it's not there, it's there. But yeah, I miss the food, I miss the people, I miss the weather.
Hmm.
'Cause here it's a bit
Hmm.
rainy sometimes. And just like, the beach and being outside, and I feel like when I'm in Brazil, I go a bit like, I'm a bit slower. I'm a bit
Hmm.
more like, and here it's like all ta 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 fast. But I feel like there I can really come to myself, and yeah, I love just the beach, the nature. Like, I miss everything. I want to go back. I want to go there so bad.
Do you have a
Yeah.
soccer team here?
Well, I I know it was different ones, but I'm not
Mm,
really that into football.
mm,
I know that one part of my family likes that and the other likes
mm.
that, and it's always a thing.
É
But
Cruzeiro?
the national team I always stand for.
Yes, I guess it's Cruzeiro e Atlético from Minas.
Oh, okay. Okay. I really have no knowledge about this
Yeah.
actually. I just know the one, well, I don't remember the name, the green one from São Paulo. Uh,
Palmeiras.
yeah, I know that
Mhm.
one, and I know the red one from Rio.
Flamengo.
Yes, those
Flamengo.
two.
My
Those
team.
two I know. Is that
Yes.
your team? It's my
Yes.
boyfriend's team too.
Yes, we love Flamengo.
Well, if you go out here in a Flamingo t-shirt, you
Yeah.
get a lot of compliments from everyone. So,
Yes, I've tried that, even in Brazil. So I'm gonna give you a challenge. You're not gonna
okay.
run away from this challenge.
Oh no.
I see a third single coming out.
Yes.
Yes, but I
Yes.
want you to choose one of your singles for your our listeners, Rock Cabeça
Yeah.
listeners, but I want you to do it in Portuguese.
Oh my God,
Yes,
I
like a
can't.
shout out.
Oh my God, you're putting me on the spot.
Yes. Let's check if
Okay,
you
let me think.
learning.
No, I don't
Hello, I'm
really.
IsaSofia. Here's my song.
Is it like, oh my God, now I have oh, do you see me still?
Yes, I'm
Yes.
still.
Okay. So can I explain in English
Yes,
what
yes,
which one I choose?
yes.
So I think I want to let you hear your bossa because it is what we just talked about, everything with my grandfather,
Hmm.
my roots and everything. It describes me as an artist and my story very well. So it will be your bossa. And how do I say it? Minha música,
Oh,
right?
great, wonderful, better than me. Minha música.
Minha música, your bossa. Um, well, that's it. Enjoy listening to it.
She's too shy yet, but your Portuguese is perfect.
I'm shy. You know, next time we have an interview, I promise I will tell you something in Portuguese.
Yeah, tell us just a difficult word you have learned
I
recently. A very difficult that you,
I know, well, I know a lot of bad words,
yeah.
but I know random things like igreja, I know.
Mm,
And I know o gato bebe leite. And
mm,
I know minha mãe é brasileira.
mm,
And I know um, eu moro, is that it? Eu moro
yes.
a Amsterdã.
Hmm.
And I know eu quero açaí, por favor. And I
It's
know
all you
those
need
kind
to
of
know
things.
here in Brazil. Eu quero
Right,
açaí.
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
you're served. Uh,
Yeah.
so we're gonna listen to your bossa now. I thank you, Isa Sofia, for your
Thank you so
amazing
much.
interview. You have a
Thank
great
you.
future ahead in music. I'm sure,
Thank
pretty
you.
sure of that. I loved your song. Your song is
Thank
different
you.
because there's a touch of indie music, pop music in your song. It's
Mm-hmm.
different. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I decided to interview you because your music speaks to all audiences. It's not just a stereotype, it's just
Wow. Thank you.
imported for importation. It's good. It's good to hear. I hope we talk again in
Yes,
Portuguese.
I
Who
hope so
knows?
too. Yeah, I will. I will prepare my Portuguese for that really well.
And I'm waiting you here in Brazil, Minas
Yes,
Gerais.
I hope. I hope soon. I hope soon. Okay, thank you so much. Muito obrigada.
Muito obrigado, Isa Sofia. E vamos escutar aqui sua bossa, your bossa. Thank you. Goodbye. See you next time.
See ya. Ciao.
Tchau.